Disclaimer, I do not hate Nintendo. I'm just going to talk about the schedule. Yep, Nintendo's 2020 schedule for this year. So yeah, Nintendo, they have a few games that came out this year. There was Animal Crossing, there was Xenoblade Remastered. Basically, this is a game that needed to come out because Xenoblade 1 isn't available to a wide audience, which is pretty weird. That Xenoblade 1, had always had a limited release, a limited launch window, basically, as a game. The Wii, it came out at the end of the lifetime. It had like a limited launch day. It was only available at one store in America. And Xenoblade 1 came out on the 3DS, only on the new 3DS, and that game became very, very well. And they finally released Xenoblade on the Nintendo Switch, which I think was a great move for Nintendo because that game really needs some more attention, okay? And also, I might, get the game when it's cheaper. I tried to get Xenoblade 1 for a while on the 3DS, but I couldn't because it was so expensive. I also got Xenoblade Chronicles X, and that game was a pile of garbage. I played it for like a few hours, like, really, what the hell is this game? It's the text, it's like impossible to read the text. I just couldn't get over the fact that the text was so hard and so difficult to read. But the gameplay was okay, and the story was just confusing. But yeah, I may not buy Xenoblade 1. Actually, I'm thinking about it. Xenoblade Chronicles X was so bad. But yeah, now I'll be talking about basically Nintendo. And yeah, there was also Mystery Dungeon DX, which was finally a new Mystery Dungeon game. But again, they had to ruin it with the Mystery Dungeon Gates to Infinity. Yeah, it might be, entitled again. The stories might be spinning it again. But yeah, they removed the original sound effects in favor of the Gates to Infinity sound effects and blah, blah, blah. But again, those are just nitpicks. A lot of people still bought the game. And then we had Animal Crossing was the only big hit of the year. And then even then, if you look at the Metacritic review scores for the game reviews are mixed because a lot of people don't like the fact they can only have one island per console because Nintendo, of course, does not understand that it makes families specifically sad. People who have actual loved ones can't have their own island and have to sell an island, okay? Can't have their own game, especially families where they have to fight over who actually gets to have the island then, okay? It's just something that Nintendo really needs to fix with that game. And then we also have Paper Mario coming out, which will probably be average. I'm going to say it right there. I know they're improving the game. The story might actually be good, but again, it still is the generic Mario enemies, and it still has the same problems that plague the modern Paper Mario and Mario and Luigi games. Generic Toads, generic stuff, and yeah, it's the same problems. It is a step in the right direction, but it still has the same problems as the other Mario Luigi and Paper Mario games. Okay, I'm just going to admit there, it's the same problems again. You have this universe. You have these and the first three games you had these amazing characters. Okay, Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door, and Super Paper Mario. Super Paper Mario and Thousand Year Door especially, you had these amazing characters, variety, and yes, and no, there were Toads in the game, but there was variety in Toads in both all three of the original games. For actual original NPCs, actual original characters, and even in Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, where there were Toads, the Toads were all diverse. There were different colors, there were different kinds of Toads, Toads that had actual personality into them. Same thing with the first game, with the first game, okay, and yeah, and then what is else? DLC for Smash Bros. DLC of a character of a franchise that literally almost nobody cares about at this point, ARMS, okay? The only reason why people are talking about ARMS is because of the DLC characters, okay? It's because of Smash Bros. That's the only reason why ARMS went back in the conversation, okay? Before ARMS was announced as a DLC character, of course they won't tell you because, of course, Nintendo wants to put forward the speculation community of Smash Bros, which is extremely toxic. I'm going to tell you right there. People fight over which character who will be who in Smash Bros, but it really doesn't really matter at the end of the point because it's really up to Nintendo and Sakurai who will be in the game. But again, we have to constantly guess who is the ARMS character. Okay, that's the point where we're at with Smash Bros. Okay, now we have to guess the next character until the very day the character comes out. Okay, they didn't do that with Dragon Quest. They didn't do that with Byleth. They could have easily said at the end of Terry say, "Oh, the next character will be someone from Fire Emblem. Guess who it could be? It could be any of the Fire Emblem characters." That's basically what Nintendo is doing now. Okay, I know it creates hype, but it's hype that's artificial. Instead of just announcing the character right then, putting a release date to get people actually hyped, they don't put a release date at all, and they don't put any, actual for who the character's gonna be. Basically, Joker, for example, they announced the character, they didn't have a release date, but they said, "Oh, the next character is Joker from Persona 5." That's telling you guys, okay? And then we have Pokemon Sword and Shield. Yep, these garbage games again. I have to bring up the worst Pokemon games ever made, okay? And yeah. And yeah, but it has been almost a half a year since Sword and Shield came out. Actually, now has been the anniversary of the dreaded National Dex disaster. The dreaded cut of so many beloved Pokemon. You know, thus so it can be in an overpriced DLC, $30 for DLC. And yep, if you buy the wrong DLC, guess what? You can't get your money back because you bought the wrong DLC. Sorry, if you want, and again, it should be smart instead of not buying the, buy the actual correct DLC. But this is Game Freak, okay? And yeah, Isle of Armor will probably be disappointing except for the PokeTubers, okay? It won't be anything special, okay? You're paying $30 for a probably not so great DLC pack, okay? Probably for a not so great DLC pack, okay? And yeah, really, the idea for this video really came from a 4chan thread. I already went over it in the non-arms character trailer, but I'm going into more detail basically there. But yeah, and yeah, I hope Nintendo. There's also far off announcements coming out. Games that nobody knows when they're coming out. Bayonetta 3, Breath of the Wild 2, and Metroid Prime 4. Nobody knows when those games are coming out, okay? And there's also yeah, now let's get back to the leaks. People are like, why are you talking about leaks? Why are you talking about Smash Bros. Leaks? Because I want to know who the Smash Bros. Character is. I don't want to have to constantly guess. Oh, it could be Springman, but it's not Springman? I'm disappointed, okay? Same thing. The reason why I was disappointed in Springman being announced, Arms character, do not know who it is. I don't want to say it's Springman because it might be, one of the other 50 characters from Arms, okay? Because I was expecting it to be Crash Bandicoot or Tubi, okay? I was expecting it to be those characters or characters I actually like, but nope, Nintendo, it's kind of like the Wii Fit announcement all over again. Why? Why Arms? Why Arms over any of the amazing characters that people have been requesting for years, okay? Rex and Pyro, for example. People wanted them in Smash Bros. Nope, we get Arms. A game that basically nobody likes, okay? I'll say, okay, a few people like Arms, but yeah. Arms is on, and yeah, really the Smash Bros. Speculation community of the wanted character community, basically people who want characters in Smash Bros. That entire community is toxic. I don't have to explain that one. If you want a character that is unpopular in Smash Bros., i.e. Tracer, or i.e. the king of characters that should be in Smash Bros. But it isn't, how easy. You have these 5 people complaining, oh, why do you want that character? Sakurai, obviously, there's no evidence that those 2 characters are deconfirmed. They can't be in Smash Bros. If Springman, well, according to the leaks, is going to be the Arms character, that means anybody can basically be in Smash Bros., okay? Barring assist trophies or not. And yeah, basically, yeah, the Smash Bros. Speculation community is what I call it. Or the Smash community in general, okay? If you request a character that is quote-unquote unlikely, I'm not talking about non-video game characters, I'm talking about video game characters that are quote-unquote unlikely. You have an angry mob of characters, people that say, ooh, this character should be in Smash Bros. How dare you want this character in Smash Bros. When the majority of people don't, okay? And yeah, I feel bad for the people who actually requested Byleth in Smash Bros. There were people who requested Byleth in Smash Bros. And yes, including myself, I admit I was one of those people who ripped on Byleth being in Smash Bros. I apologize for doing that. Byleth isn't a bad character. But again, there were people who did want Byleth in Smash Bros., especially in Japan. Especially in that country where people wanted Byleth to appear in Smash Bros. How do those people feel, okay? And yeah, I'm just now wagging on Smash Bros. Speculation community, which could get its own entire video. Or the Smash community in general, okay? But yeah, what games are coming... And yeah, let's go back to Nintendo's schedule, okay? What games are coming out in 2020? We do not know. We do not know. Pikmin 4 could be coming, but nobody knows because Nintendo won't tell us. It's kind of like, when, the Nintendo is, going behind the scenes, pulling the curtain and making, and we don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but only Nintendo knows, okay? Only Nintendo knows. And of course, I can go through all these fake 4chan leaks all I want, and hope that they're real. But we all know, since Nintendo won't tell us what's coming at the end of the year 2020, when they did every other year, shows us that Nintendo is really running out of ideas, okay? Oh, but there might be Mario Sports Ultimate. Oh yeah, you got the same game we got like 400 times, okay? Nintendo, okay? And yeah, I love Nintendo games, but come on. Constant rumors, constant, leaks saying that Game A will be revealed soon, Game B will be revealed soon, but nothing by Nintendo, nothing by them. And yeah, that's the really thing that's just pissing me off. No announcements, okay? There's supposed Mario 3D remastered, but Nintendo won't say if they're real or fake. Nintendo won't tell us because they're taking their sweet time with their announcements, okay? They're taking their sweet time with their announcements, okay? Which is kind of getting sicky. Nintendo used to announce games 4 months to even a year in advance, and now Nintendo won't tell us a single thing, okay? A single thing. And now let's get... Okay, I'm going to put 2 videos in once. Now let's get back to the Smash community, okay? The Smash community, yeah. We always established it's toxic. If you want a character that is quote-unquote unlikely in Smash, you have these, supposed, Smash speculation pros say your character won't be in Smash, basically crushing your dreams, okay? I did that many times. I said Xeno won't be in Smash, and yeah, there's an angry mob of Xeno fanboys saying their character won't be in Smash, especially Sora, okay? Especially Sora and Xeno, okay? I think those characters will not be purely in Smash Bros. And yes, I think that's my opinion. I think those characters don't have a chance. But there are people who do want Sora and Xeno, and I do apologize to those people who actually want those characters. Because guess what? There are people who do want Sora and Xeno, a massive amount of people. Sora is the most requested character in Smash Bros. Literally, the most requested character in Smash Bros. Okay? According to a poll. Xeno is not even close to Sora's popularity in terms of most wanted characters. Okay? And yeah, Sora is owned by Disney, and that's the only reason I gave, the only real big reason why I gave why Sora won't be in Smash. But yeah, this is just something I had to get off my mind. Nintendo, come on, reveal something already, okay? It is E3 time and you have revealed nothing, okay? Sony held their press conference for the PS5. Xbox held their press conference for what's coming on the Xbox One. But Nintendo, oh yeah, here's a stealth trailer about Paper Mario that no one was expecting. And yep, that's basically it. Goodbye.